All right, everybody. After about a 10-minute jersey delay, over on court 3, we're going to get this game started. And now there's another delay. I'm not really sure what that was about. All right, here we go. We'll start the game strong with a good toss. Great toss. Excellent toss. All right, that ball was out of bounds. We need to have that call come from trailer center. Can't miss that. So Maddie, I like to see you stay back here because they're soft pressing in transition. All right. Sorry for my bad camera work there. I think we just missed another out of bounds on the other end, so we really got to lift our eyes, especially when we're in trail and center. And we, I think, missed a rotation as well. So we're going to break this down on film. Coming up the court now. Sorry, Maddie, my camera work is not great. Keep forgetting I have to move it. Good job, Patrick, staying back in center. No need to rush down the court in transition. All right. Maddie, I like this call because it's matching based on what just happened on the other end, but in lead, just remember we have to let plays start, develop, and finish. So I think we could have a little bit more cadence and patience there. I'm okay with the whistle, but just let the whole play process start, develop, finish, and then decide and come with your whistle. Okay? Good defense. Coming up down the court, good positioning, Patrick. Good patience, Aaron. Now it's nothing, you just lost the ball out of bounds. But remember, when we're stopping the clock, open palm, open palm. Good offense. Yep, no rush to come down, Patrick. Stay back. So, Maddie, I'm watching your count in the backcourt, and it reminds me of your throwing count as well. I think you started off a little too fast, and then you realized and you slowed yourself down. So let's just work on having a nice, strong, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi when we're counting. Good call, easy call. I would only say with this, since it is on Seaside, Patrick, I think you could have had a whistle there. You had a nice open look. I think that's fine that Aaron called it. But Aaron, since you are calling across the lane on this play, just come with a cadence whistle. Let's just make sure when we're in center that we're recognizing that we do have an open look, especially on that block, and not being afraid to come in with a whistle when we have a clear open look on contact. Good offense. We'll try to match it. Not really sure what they're complaining about. Thought the ball was deflected, but we'll take a look at that on the film. Good defense from the blue team. Pull up three in transition. Aaron, you don't need to put your hand up there to chop the clock in on a made basket because it's still a running clock. The only time you would really do that in lead becoming neutral is on a free throw. So overall, I think we have a pretty good start to this game as a crew. I believe we have 2 fouls we've called on blue now and 1 on red, and we've had good consistency. But obviously, we want to look at the start of this game. I think on both ends of the floor, we missed an obvious out of bounds, where one, the ball bounced over the backboard, and one, the ball bounced up and hit the one of the vertical supports. So when we're trailing center, we really got to have our eyes up and ready to make that call. Because especially on one of them, it led to an easy bucket for blue when they were not entitled to that bucket. So let's remember the value of possessions in basketball and the opportunity to have the ball and possess the ball and score. We don't want to give a team an unfair advantage by giving them a possession they're not entitled to. Blue's playing pretty good defense here. Good patience on the rebounding. Another offensive rebound. Maddie again. I like this whistle. I think it's a foul. I just want you to slow down. Just slow down. It's an easy call, but you don't have to rush to blow your whistle. Let the play start, develop, finish, and then you come in with a good timing on your whistle. I feel like you're letting the play start, and then your whistle is coming in the develop phase, so to speak. So just give it that extra half second. Good job using your voice, Maddie, when the players are in the paint. That's great. Aaron and Trell, you got to get back a little bit further there on that play to see if their foot's on the line or anything like that. I mean, it didn't hurt us, but just a observation. Wow, they're really killing him with this press. Pull up again. Good patience on the rebound, no possession consequence. A bad pass from Red. Another turnover. If they hit that, wow. All right, let's go get to that last defender in transition. Good job getting back. Good call. like it. We got a number 73 for red, a little bit of an illegal number. Good patience on that play, Maddie. Great patience. All right, good job, Patrick. Here we go. First call of the game. I like it. Only thing I would say on your foul reporting, I think your hands and your numbers are just a little bit too high. You're held up above your head. So just remember to report in that little TV box. And I believe that we have 4 fouls on blue here. We should be in the bonus. I like the call, Aaron. We don't want to call an out of bounds if someone was getting bumped out of bounds. So obviously it's tough to see from this camera angle, but it looked like he was riding him the whole way up the court and bumping him out of bounds. So I like that foul call. And we're coming up on the end of the first quarter here. Hey, overall, I thought that was a really good quarter for the crew. I think we had good, consistent foul selection. I think the fouls were 4 to 3. Overall, I mean, I talked about the 2 out-of-bounds plays, so we'll talk about that further. But right now, we're recognizing that blue, they're energized, they're playing as the aggressors, they're having a hard press. So we need to stay back and transition. And we'll see how the second quarter goes. Okay. Looked like he just slipped. I mean, there might have been some contact here. We'll look back at it on the tape to see if there was any illegal contact. But I think that's a good call. Red's getting a lot of offensive rebounds in this game. They keep turning the ball over, unfortunately. I think it's a great no call. Really ugly, but just he loses the ball. We can't really have a travel or a jump ball or a foul there. I think that was good patience from you, Patrick, and from you, Aaron, as well. Maddie, I'd like to see you work a little bit closer to the end line in lead. I think you're a little deep. Yeah, see where you are right now, Maddie? How you're kind of on the wood and where the blue ends. I'd like to see you like 2 to 3 steps closer to the end line. All right, we're gonna look at that on tape. From where I'm standing, it looked like it might have been a clean block. Maybe you had a better look where you were at in lead. But again, start, develop, finish in lead, start, develop, finish. Find that secondary defender or secondary defenders. Be ready that they're gonna come over and help. I want to rotate here, Maddie. Interesting shot from our boy 42. So I think what happens is that you had to whistle down on the other end of the floor and you felt pressure to make a similar call on this side of the floor. I like the way you're talking and communicating to this coach right now. So I think this is good. This is really good the way you're talking to this coach. He seemed to understand your explanation, but I think we need to let plays start, develop, finish a little bit more and lead and have the patience that we could probably pass on some of these. And I think since you had one on one end, you felt like you needed to have that call down on this end. I like the consistency, but yeah. Might have been a travel there, Aaron, in the backcourt. We're going to take a look at that. Good. Yep, that's no travel. He had his pivot foot. We're leaking out in transition. Oh! So Maddie, I think this is good in lead. You don't really need to rotate because even though the ball is on the other side of the court, there's no one down in the post and they're playing a zone defense. And there was really one matchup, and I think Patrick, you recognize that Patrick could just handle that one matchup. So good patience. Remember, when we have a man defense versus zone defense, that kind of can affect how much we are going to rotate as a Crip. Looked like an easy call there, hit him on the arm. So, Maddie, let's make sure we're putting the ball at the correct designated spot. We had a foul, it needs to go to the 28-foot line in the designated spot. You put it, 2 or 3 steps away from the division line. So let's just make sure we're putting it at the correct spot. Nice move from our boy 21. Wow, what a move. patience, good patience. That's the start, develop, and finish that we need. We'll look at the tape there. I'm not sure if that was a foul from where I'm standing. But if it was a foul, I honestly think, Patrick, you may have had the best look in center, looking straight across, because Aaron in lead and Maddie and Trail are both going to be straight line on this play. I don't know how they're getting a wide open dunk right now, but wow. Red's got to make some adjustments at halftime. Yeah, I like the rotation. That's fine. Patrick, yep, there you go, you recognized it. You know what, I feel like we almost needed a rotation. Maddie and Aaron have been in lead and trail for almost this entire first half, and Patrick's sort of been in center. So sometimes when we get stuck, as I like to call it, in the blender, where we're taking a bunch of whistles back to back to back to back to the table, as a crew, you might almost want to force a switch to the other side of the floor, because it's perception. You know, even though you're making the calls that you need to make, you get stuck in one position. Good jump ball, good presence. Should be blue ball, blue ball, blue ball. But yeah, if you're making call after call and you're sort of just rotating from lead to trail, and now you're going to go be lead down at the other end, coaches almost feel like we're piling on top of them, you know, even though that's not necessarily our intention or the case. Ooh, some contact there. Okay. I'm okay with the call. We're going to look at it on tape, but I want to talk about the off-ball contact. I thought 21 just pushed through. I forget, I think it was 34 for blue. I would like to look back at that. So, Maddie, I think you would probably have the best look there. Make sure we're getting our eyes off ball. Patrick, that's a good whistle from you. That's a secondary defender. We'll look back at the tape to see if it should have been a block or charge, but good whistle. So here's another play, Maddie, I think, start, develop, finish, right? If players are proving that they can play through contact, well, first of all, Patrick, it looks like we might have had a violation there on the shooter. I think he ran into the paint before the ball hit the rim, so make sure you're locked in for that. The clock should also be stopped right now. Good job, Maddie, at catching that and putting time back on the clock. Great job. But yeah, with the foul call, Maddie, I think if players are playing through contact, we need to have that extra second of start, develop, finish, and patience. And if they finish, I think we can play through that. We've put some N1s in the game now that I don't know that we necessarily needed to have. So when we go back to the tape, we're going to check that out. Good whistle there from Patrick. Good. You should be going to the table, remember. So Maddie again, let's put the ball in the designated spot.